Alright, so today we are going to work on replacing the low beam headlight on my 2018 Mazda 3. In our first stop, to make sure we get the right bulb, we're going to open up the owner's manual. I know that I've got halogen headlights. I don't have the LEDs. It's kind of important to know that as you get started. But if you bought the car, I mean, you should be pretty well knowledgeable about the features that you bought with it. So anyway, we'll open it up, we'll take a look at the owner's manual, and we'll look up the SAE or other code for the low beam headlight bulb. And then we'll do some price shopping on Amazon, and I'll probably go to AutoZone just for a quick comparison since I need to go there anyway. And we'll see if Amazon's got good delivery terms, and we'll go from there. '18 Mazda 3. I go to the index. Oh, never mind. I accidentally opened up right to the light bulb spec sheet. So headlights. You either have the halogen or the LED. I know that I have the halogen. So the high beam is one type of bulb, and it's a 65 watt HB3, also known as the SAE version 9005 or 9005. The low beam is a 55 watt H11, and the SAE term for that is also H11. If taking a quick peek at AutoZone and Amazon, better pricing was from Amazon, not terribly surprising. And the shocking part though, Amazon offered same day delivery if I ordered in the next 20 minutes. So I placed the order, and it's supposed to deliver before 6 p.m. So tune back in as soon as that package arrives. I gotta see if I can get a cleaner to neutralize some of the battery acid, or I guess I could put like a baking soda solution together just to neutralize the acid. I don't like having acid lurking around up here. You never know what it might do to other aspects of the vehicle. Let's see. All right, so your high beams here on the left, and your low beam, your main primary headlight, is this one on the right. So let's see. So I'm gonna take my airbox off here. Hope you can see that okay. So 2 clips. Let's see. Okay, so it's easy to get your hand in. I'm not gonna be able to show you unless I take the camera and sort of stick it in there. So anyway, you can maybe, I don't know what you can see, but you'll kind of know it when you feel it. But it's, you can see the green stripe there. Well, at least you can see the green from the connector. So that's your bulb, and again, you're just going to rotate it. I think that would be counterclockwise. Double check. So you can see the Sylvania high beam right there. It's a little easier to access, but again, you're just going to rotate that. Right. See that? Rotating it counterclockwise. That's all you gotta do to free it. So they're pretty easy to free up. So if I do the same, yeah. So doing the same counterclockwise loosens the low beam one as well. So I'm going to tighten it up for now. Amazon's going to deliver my replacement bulb probably in a couple hours. That same day delivery, so that's cool. So we got the Silverstar Ultra by Sylvania. These are H11s. I believe they're rated for 200 hours of use. Yep. So anyway, so should be a little brighter, a little whiter. We'll give these a try. I'll try to do a comparison with the originals and then these. So we're gonna get the airbox out of the way, at least the lid of the airbox. 2 clips. That frees us. Pull it towards you. Okay. So just kind of moving that aside. So you probably won't be able to see this part, but I'm gonna just grab the bulb. I'm gonna twist, rotating. I'm sort of pushing in and rotate counterclockwise. Okay. Now make sure you don't touch the glass on the bulb. Oils from your finger will totally create a hot spot and could reduce the life of your bulb. Okay, so that's our new bulb. There's a connector. I'm gonna have this on standby. I'm gonna disconnect the old one and pop in the new one. So I either need a flathead screwdriver to help, or I need needle nose pliers. So let me go get both. Okay, so it was the flathead screwdriver that ultimately worked really well. Let me show you here. So that is the connector there. You don't get much freedom. The length of the wire is pretty short, so that was of course plugged into the bulb here. Right, so anyway, I've just disconnected that. You can see this little catch here on the top. There's basically a hook that goes over that. So anyway, essentially you're getting your screwdriver, your flathead, under this connector, and then you're leveraging it up a little bit gently. You don't want to break it. So then once you do that, and then you apply a little bit of pressure this way, the connector comes right off pretty easily. I'm gonna get my new bulb. I'm gonna safely put this one into the packaging that the new bulb came in. You want to make sure this is a good bulb. It wasn't defective or anything. Still has life in it, so if anything happens to the replacement bulb, I'll have a quick backup, in an emergency situation. All right, so so new bulb's in the connector, so that gives it power, and now I'm going to navigate it into the slot. You definitely won't be able to see that part. So it's in the hole, and now I just want to make sure the flaps that engage are in the right spot. So that was freaking challenging. So what I ended up making work, I was able to fit these pliers in there and sort of just barely get the tips around the actual plastic base of the bulb, and then I was just barely able to improve my leverage, and I did tighten it down. So we are ready for a test. Let me get my GoPro in there real quick. Hope I can try to might be able to see. So that's our bulb in place. It's extremely hard to get at. So I'm right-handed, but it's only my left hand that can get in there, and I can barely get any leverage. So these pliers, these ones were a lifesaver. The length was the important part. There's not a lot of room to navigate, and these are, I don't know, call it 6 or 7 inches long, and that's just perfect. The channel locks were way too long. They might have worked, but it was the straight approach that this set worked well with. So let's give ourselves a test drive now. We'll try out the new lights and then relax for the rest of the evening. So you can see it's a pretty distinct illumination area, I guess, illumination zone. Now there are street lights down my little neighborhood street. So real quick, let's jump out onto the main road, and maybe that'll give us a better sort of reference point for how far out my lights go. Let's see here. But I think really the GoPro's doing a decent job of showing you. It's like it exaggerates the threshold, if you will. So I think my eyes probably see a little better than what's illuminated on the GoPro, but still not much. So let me put my brights on just for a minute. So that's with the brights on. That's with them off. Here's with both. Okay. So anyway, you can definitely see it leaves a little bit to be desired with the standard OEM lights. Light meter, you know, it's very difficult to know for sure, but you know, maybe it's the placebo effect, but it does feel like the road is slightly more illuminated. But again, it's totally possible that I'm full of shit, so